sources are now saying that the Princess of Wales was forced to disclose her cancer diagnosis after news threatened to leak it. Also, it's been fun to watch so many people with a foot in their mouth. Andy Cohen is the latest, who is apologizing, but not really. Welcome to Popcorn Palace, your source for daily royalty, get it, and gossip and news. And yes, I love watching all these people come back with their tail between their legs. Andy Cohen is the latest to apologize. Well, he didn't really apologize. We're going to play the audio in a little bit to go through that. But first, I want to talk about this new reveal that apparently the Princess of Wales was forced to disclose her cancer diagnosis with the news threatening to leak it. Sources are telling Kensington Palace was contacted about Kate's illness and needed to get ahead of the story, so who revealed her secrets? I have a theory. We'll get there in a second. But let's read this report first, coming in from the Daily Mail. And there is a conflicting story over in the New York Post, so I want to see what you guys believe. I'll share my thoughts as well. But well-placed source claims the timing of the video had nothing to do with the speculation that would have come from her, Princess Catherine, missing church on Easter morning. Instead, it was because someone had knowledge of her health condition. Kensington Palace had been contacted about Kate's diagnosis, leaving no option but to hurry to get ahead of the story, the insider told the Daily Mail's Ephraim Hardcastle column. It's unclear as to whether the leak came from within the London clinic, where the princess underwent abdominal surgery in January, or from elsewhere. Whatever the reason, the universal acclaim heaped on Kate confirmed it was the right decision, the column said. Now, to hurry and get ahead of it, if the media had it, they would have rushed and made it. I don't believe they would have had time to go do a whole shoot here, which they clearly did with the BBC. Speculation, maybe? There was a lot of speculation going. I'm not surprised. Someone may have guessed it or figured it out, and they thought, you know what, we need to get ahead of this. And honestly, I'm glad they did. Look, they shouldn't have had to be fair. They shouldn't have. Her medical information and her diagnosis is all private. It's none of her damn business. So many people still mad that she didn't tell us immediately that I'm getting tested for cancer. Like, let her deal with that her own way with her own family. It's none of our damn business. But everybody made it their business. And so it's at least good now that it's all out and people can adjust. And now stop talking about it, which they have. This story has dying down. But Page 6 is disagreeing with the report. While they're repeating sort of what the Daily Mail is reporting, Insider didn't clarify whether the leak came from the London clinic or elsewhere. Sources tell Page 6 that the rumors about the leak are untrue. Now, who's saving face here, right? And who could be the leak if there was one? Do you believe there was a leak? Most people are going to immediately just go to, these two, Meghan and Harry. Everyone's just still dunking on her and her, flamingo orchard. And we'll touch upon that, of course. We have plenty to say about all that ridiculous that's happening. In fact, I did a video previously. I hope you guys checked it out. Look, if anybody leaked it, it was clearly the people at the London Mayo Clinic, whatever, the hospital, the London Clinic. The London Clinic, not the Mayo Clinic. It clearly had to have been there because, look, we're seeing that staff members are being investigated. 3, in fact, over the medical records access. And this was I didn't realize all the specifics here. 3 members of the staff are being investigated for trying to access Catherine's medical records. Scotland Yard could be called to investigate the breach of her private medical data. The world-renowned London Clinic in Marylebone, where Princess Wales underwent the surgery, launched an investigation amid allegations that staff attempted to access her private records. After the world's exclusive was picked around the world, sources have said that tonight that up to 3 people could be involved in accessing her records. In a further bombshell, and I didn't realize this, it can be revealed that the alleged breach took place after the future queen was discharged from the hospital on the 29th, as social media exploded with all the hurtful conspiracy theories. Sources said the criminal investigation, described as unprecedented, and now being run by the Information Commissioner's Office, ICO, along with additional probe by the Metropolitan Police. So, this is big. Accessing someone's medical records, obviously without cause or consent, can be a criminal offense. The ICO investigates and finds evidence that medical records were accessed illegally. It can take action, including prosecuting and fining the person responsible in court, as they should. Set a precedent here. This isn't okay. They shouldn't be accessing the medical records unless they had a medical reason to, or unless they had Catherine's consent. Development came upon this new statement from the London Clinic, who said there's no place at our hospital for those who unintentionally breach the trust of any of our patients or colleagues. Look, this is a big stain on their record. And whoever did this is just deplorable. Why are you going in after and checking to see what she actually was diagnosed with? Any nurse or doctor there, whether they're doing it for their own morbid curiosity or whether they're doing it to try to get a monetary advantage from the press, shame on them. They should know better. I don't feel sorry for them at all. I hope this investigation continues and we get some answers to it, because if anybody leaked it, I'm going to go there. It's easy to blame Meghan and Harry for everything. Quit giving them so much credit. I don't even know if they knew. I really don't believe they knew. I believe the inner circle around Catherine would have never risked telling Meghan and Harry, let alone one of their lickspittles, all of this information. So I'm of the school of no, I don't think it was them. Easy to blame them, but I'm curious where you guys think. Who else is on your top of your list of who would have potentially leaked this? And do you believe that they did all this to rush it out to beat someone else getting at it? Curious your thoughts. I could go either way on this, to be honest. I think they probably heard some rumors rumbling and they knew they had to do it sooner than later. But I also think they've been playing a longer game of watching to see who else out there would have their foot in their mouth. People like Piers Morgan, people like Stephen Colbert, and yes, people like Andy Cohen, all these people who just looked so terrible with a lot of the comments they were making, peddling serious conspiracy theories. So Andy Cohen was one of the guys who was out there saying a lot, and this is the first time he had been back taping his show since the cancer diagnosis. Here's what he said in his speech. Now, it says he apologized. I want you to listen closely with me. Do you hear an actual apology? Let's see.
We've been off the air for a week. I just want to say when I am heartbroken by the news about Princess Kate. And I think someone on Sky News called me a numpty during that whole conversation. And
they were right.
And of course, I wish I had kept my mouth shut. And we are all praying for Princess Kate and King Charles.
Praying. I didn't hear an apology. I didn't hear an apology. I heard him clearly acknowledging that he's dumb, a numpty, and I heard him acknowledge that he's heartbroken and wishing her well, and he should have kept his mouth shut. Didn't hear an actual I'm sorry. I'll give it, it's more than Stephen Colbert said, to be fair. But who really cares what this dude thinks anyway? It's the other thing. This guy and the Housewives, I want nothing to do with any of that. No offense to all you guys who enjoy that as a guilty pleasure. I can't stand any of the stuff this guy produces. I do enjoy him and Anderson Cooper getting drunk on New Year's, though. It's pretty fun. And he does keep it, says what he thinks. I like people who do say what they think. But in this case, he said something wrong. And he's now at least owning up that it was wrong. Sort of. Is it good enough for you? I'm curious what you guys think on Andy Cohen's, what they're calling apology. Also, what do you think of this leak? Do you think that Kensington Palace was forced to do this? Do you think it was going to come out otherwise? Want to hear your theories below. Before we go there, make sure you also have hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts so you get notified, hit the all, smash that thumbs up, and then yes, leave your thoughts and theories down below. We got so much more coming. This channel is exploding thanks to, there it is, Diddygate is happening. It's a thing. We'll be covering that live over on Planet. So glad we got 2 concurring stories going, but this will be your place always for daily royalty. See what I did there? So don't miss out. Hit the subscribe here if you like the royal coverage more. We've got you covered. We'll be live over on Popcorn Planet with more for Diddygate and other pop culture stories. Hope to see you there as well.